Ladies and gents, Six Figs here. What is happening, everyone? Hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you're at in the world. We are going to start things off here with just the basic crypto general news I've been seeing on Twitter and in the cryptoverse, right? Shout out, let me know in the comments if you guys can hear my voice okay. I did a pre-check, everything should be good. But with that said, I think we're going to get into it. Crypto Airborne says smash that dislike button on your way in. No, that's what I'm talking about. That's the funny thing, is a lot of people will smash the dislike button and it counts as engagement because YouTube doesn't pay attention to whether or not thumbs up or thumbs down is a good or bad thing. But he says, LOL, just kidding. Smash the thumbs up. So, yeah, here we are, guys. We got an interesting lineup for you guys today. If you guys haven't already heard this podcast that William had over at Fast Blocks, he is doing kind of like his own thing right now, and he had the most interesting guest on his Twitter Spaces today. This guy, James Kutolis, he is responsible for the Let's Go Brandon meme coin. There's like this huge, crazy debacle going on with Let's Go Brandon coin, but this guy has been like through the business world a ton of times, a multi-strategy hedge fund manager. Point is, this was probably one of the most interesting spaces that I've heard in a long time. So if you're looking for a space to just kind of tune out, I think you'll find this interesting. I'll go ahead and pin this in the comments section here after the live stream. But it is what it is. Super cool. Hussein Faraj. Now, this is an interesting story Hussein has. Hussein is the CEO of New Genesis. And really, what happened to his project was FTX kind of drowned them out. In the same way, I suspect they might have drowned out Voyager. I'm doing some research. Basically, Hussein operates in New Genesis. They've got some kick-ass technology, folks. And basically, they were able to monitor all the blockchains and stuff like that, and the flows of crypto in and out of FTX, their own token that they had partnered up with FTX for. And Hussein had noticed that FTX and Alameda were doing some big-time illegal stuff. So Hussein basically caught on to FTX counterfeiting their New Genesis token, which was crazy. So this guy's interesting. Shortly, I will release evidence that FTX centralized exchanges are not only able to counterfeit coins on them, they have the ability to destroy the evidence that they never, ever existed. Also, that Alameda and SBF businesses took all direction from each other. Yeah, and, my thoughts are here. That they were probably printing fake VGX Voyager token. I'm digging into it, but I suspect this could have been happening. And I think that Voyager might have possibly handed over the keys to the blockchain. And FTX and Alameda could have been printing excess VGX. Really, we are still... I'm still investigating this. If this turns out to be true, there's some big, big, big problems. So it is what it is, right? So this guy, pay attention to him. Very legit in the space, to say the least. We got a tweet out of the one and only Dominic Williams. 700% growth in cycles being burned by smart contracts on the internet computer. This is huge. This is huge. So as you guys can see, the cycle burn for the internet computer has just been kind of like this parabolic run-up. since August of 2021. And really, if you're wondering what cycles burn is, these are called T cycles. And basically, Internet Computer makes the DAP operators pay for all the gas fees. Very minuscule. But it is what it is. So the more cycles that get burned typically indicate that more people are actually using the DApps, because these DApp creators and owners are buying up more cycles, and you're seeing more cycles getting burned. So this is very huge and very interesting, to say the least. So it just goes to show you that Internet Computer is being used by people visiting all the DApps and stuff like that on the chain. So it is what it is. Yeah, Airborne Voyager token was on. It was on FTX. I asked. I threw out a little poll earlier, and Donkey chimed in. And yeah, FTX had listed Voyager token, and this was back on September 30th, 2021. Right before that infamous November rally, and then it was just all downhill. So this is where I think that Voyager really got themselves into trouble. I think Steve handed over the keys to the blockchain to Voyager. I think Voyager and Alameda possibly were printing their own VGX. We need to find out for sure, right? That's a thought. So you know what? Check this book out by BitBoy Crypto. I pre-ordered it on Amazon. It's $20. If you're into reading, just buy it. Really. There's some other things. If BitBoy comes and has a meetup in 2023 in your city or something like that, you can go ahead and get in with this book, etc. But the one thing about this book is BitBoy has this interesting story. Really, problems with substance abuses and getting arrested, and then he somehow finds his way into crypto, and then somehow builds this powerful empire of social media around him and gets rich. I'm not sure what the book's about, but you have to admire anyone's story that goes from like rags to riches. I've always been a big fan of those types of stories. So it is what it is. Like I said, if you guys can afford it, you can get it for $22. It is what it is. Might be a good read. We had Moses. Follow him at Moses IBB. What the F is going on with ICP daily burning, folks? And this is getting back to the cycles being burned. Looks like, the other day, December 6th, so yesterday, time of this post, looks like there was there's a lot of cycles burned. So 2,170 ICP per day. That's insane, and that's only going to go up as people use the network. Again, we got Coin Commit, most active crypto projects by GitHub commits. ICP out front and running. It's usually ICP is in the top 2 or 3, 1, 2, or 3. Usually you'll see ETH in there and then something else. But looks like Algorand's sneaking up. And like I said, folks, don't be afraid to look into some of these projects. Yeah, Hot or Not did start. And that is insane. We're going to be doing some videos on Hot or Not. It's basically like a decentralized TikTok. I had the pleasure of sitting in on a special showing with the developers and stuff like that. It was like top notch. The only obstacle really that they're facing is that it costs a lot of money to run, because so many people are flooding to Hot or Not or using it, and they're burning through cycles like crazy. Let's see here. Thanks for stopping by, Justin Ham. Thanks, Justin Bergen. currently in the rags section of my rags to riches story, brother. We've all been there. Really, I am. I'm not in the rags part of my journey, but I'm not in the riches part either. I am slowly, hopefully, trying to get there. Working my tail off, right? So I hope your situation takes you to riches. This guy, Gary Gensler, folks, and I know everybody has just been kind of blah and wild and out on Gary Gensler, and this guy is the sneakiest snake. Oh my God, he's the sneakiest snake out there. He's got one of those punch me faces. And if you guys don't know, Gary Gensler is heavily involved with this collapse of FTX, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, he is involved. Why? Well, Caroline's dad was, Caroline Ellison, whatever her name is, Sam Bankman-Fried's girlfriend, her dad was Gary's boss, right? And so now you've got Sam Bankman dating the daughter, and then you got Sam meeting with Gary. And it's just like this one big this one big circle jerk. So my guess is Gary Gensler is probably complicit in all of this that's going on. He dropped this tweet, and it says, when someone manages another person's money, there are conflicts and differing incentives. When those incentives and conflicts are managed well through laws, rules, regulations, and gatekeepers, that helps protect investors. And really, folks, I just want to say, no shit, right? I think that the crypto communities have really been screaming at the top of their lungs for some sort of pro-crypto protection. And we all saw that even though FTX US was heavily regulated, guess what? Everybody still got hosed. And even though SBF says he thinks that all the people that held funds and stuff on FTX US will be made solvent or their funds are still there, you know what? I don't believe a single word that guy says, because he had some sort of shell software where the regulators saw one thing and the things that were really going on behind the scenes were on a different interface. Airborne says Gensler looks like an alien. Absolutely. I think he is an alien lizard. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comment section if you guys think that Gary Gensler is an alien lizard, because he sure as hell looks like one. It's funny. It's funny that he's dropping this type of shit on Twitter. He's talking about crypto. We did get this. We got another auction here on Entrepot. We saw the last few weeks, Poked Bots was cleaning up and cleaning house on their little auctions. Ludo, which is one of the more popular artists on the internet computer, this guy's amazing. He's got his artwork sold in Sotheby's and Christie's. I want to bid on one of his pieces. It was like a little 8x10 in Christie's, and the thing sold for like $6,000. I was like, oh, I love Ludo and his work, but I can't afford that. But he's got some sweet things. So if you buy one of these NFTs, and we'll show the screen, but if you buy one of these NFTs here on Reboot 2022, he'll actually mail you the original painting, I think. So it is what it is. Right now, these things are going for like $700. So if you do win this, you'll get the original or the original painting and then the inspired NFT artwork, stuff like that. Each winner of the digital piece will be sent the matching number physical work. NFT works as a certificate of authenticity. So that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. So it is what it is. These things are, I'm thinking about throwing a bid down. I'm not going to throw a bid down until the very end, though. That's just common sense, right? So let's just check out a few other things. We've got some Cubetopia things going on. The floor has been getting jacked up, and there has been a whale buying up these plots of islands. This thing has like jumped from like 25 to 54 ICP in the last week. I've got 2 islands, about one at 14, one at 24, I think. So we'll see what happens there. I definitely want to hold on to them. Let's just check out the Internet Computer dashboard here, and then we'll look at some charts, and then we'll do some TA and stuff like that. Shout out to everybody in the chat section. If you guys want, just start shilling your coins now. We'll look into it. Right now, Internet Computer, we're creeping up on 1.5 billion blocks processed, which is insane. Really. We're looking at the network handling 9,300 transactions per second. That's pretty sweet. This, the other day, was at 200,000 canisters or smart contracts. So you can see that within the last 7 days, this thing has increased almost 13,000 smart contracts. It's insane. And getting back to like the cycle burn rate, we're seeing this huge growth of users onboarding into the ICP ecosystem and using these applications. So it's cool to see these cycles being burned like this. Let's check out the crypto market caps here. Curious to what you can build on those islands. I've got some sweet stuff going on. I made a video. You can build basically whatever you want. Right now, we got some of the favorites. Internet Computer. We're sitting at rank number 38. It's really been fighting with HBAR. They've been flipping each other the last few days, but really nothing much has changed too much in the top 10. It's all been kind of the same. I'm really surprised to see Solana and Avalanche really holding these positions. They are kind of like the Ring of Fire tokens. Oh, we got a very red last couple days. We had a nice little relief pump the last week. It felt good. It's great to see everybody making money, but now it's back to Depressionville for all the traders as reality kicks in, and we're seeing nothing but red. So it is what it is. It's the last day. Let's just take a look, and we'll kind of go through some of the charts here. So here we go. We'll just start off with Cardano, since I think Cardano is just one of those cryptos that everyone kind of seems to be holding. It is what it is, right? Let's see here. Yep, Hot or Not is burning some crazy cycles. Yeah, it's insane. They're going to have to do something. My fear is they could lose the project if they don't have the money to pick up cycles, stuff like that. Yeah. Thanks for joining IWIC. Yeah, Airborne likes ADA. So really, nothing has changed since my last live stream a couple days ago. We're seeing this symmetrical triangle. We're still in this falling wedge. Price, in my opinion, too far from this Ichimoku cloud. I really do hope that this bullish falling wedge doesn't break down, because if we start seeing big patterns like this start to break down, folks, I think that we are in trouble. That will tell us that the markets are just not healthy. So let's look at some of the comments here. We're going to check out EVMOS for Strika, the heavy hitter of the channel. Oh boy. I don't know what you're getting me into here, Strika. This looks like it's buck wild. Okay. I don't know much about this project, so we're going to just check this out on the weekly to see what this looks like. Okay, so looks like this thing really took a nosedive starting in October. It appears that something happened here. I don't know what, but I don't know what else could make something really dive like this. This looks bad. Let me know in the comments if any drama has unfolded within EVMOS. Seriously, this I honestly I would not touch this. And to see this type of move to the downside, I wouldn't feel safe playing this at all. I'm just being real. Not until we can see some sort of bullish pattern maybe reestablish. I'm thinking that the price is too far from the Ichimoku cloud. This may be some sort of consolidation move over the next few days. Who knows? This is a tough one, man. XTZ? Yeah, we can look at that. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, oh man. Yeah, it's a tough one. So here we go. So here was a instance where we have XTZ. Really, it's kind of forming like the same. It's been a while since I've revisited this. But here is XTZ, and we're forming out this falling wedge that appears. It appears there's this falling wedge. So this is what I like to see. You know, these falling wedges. I like to see these bullish patterns strung out all across all these different chains. And I'm hoping here that we get a little bit of a bounce on XTZ. Let's just go ahead here and just do a little fib and see. I'm thinking, I mean, this is a very bullish setup. It just is. So bear with me 1 second. So I do think that price action is responding to Fibonacci quite nicely here. Got a little pullback once we crept up on this 236. You know, if this thing breaks out of this falling wedge, I'd be looking at possibly, you know, this $1.26, the $1.36-ish level. If it breaks past that, I'd be looking for like this $1.50-ish level. Wouldn't surprise me if this thing kind of came back and double bottomed. On the daily chart, XTZ kind of, I mean, you could almost make the argument that there may be some sort of head and shoulders pattern that could take it down. Really, I'm not really seeing like anything crazy here. Definitely, let's draw a trend line. If you see this thing trading under 96 cents, you know, 94, 95 cents, I think there's a good chance this could come back down and double bottom off this this 91 cent level. This could be one of those moves where we see some sort of descending triangle, you know, something like this happen with XTZ. I don't know. This one's kind of 50-50. There is a little symmetrical triangle squeeze that is happening here. So if we break that foothold, things are not good. Let's see. Anybody else got anything in the comments section? Just drop your favorite degen coin or crypto, whatever. We'll check it out. I get bad vibes from the husband and wife that founded XTZ. Okay. Trust your gut. It is what it is. Still got to look at BTC alone. Yeah. No, cut action. That's a great point. You know, if you guys are feeling like something's not right, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire. You know, there's a lot of other things that we can do to invest in, right? Let's look at Bitcoin here quick. Really quick. We'll look at XYO next. When we start looking at, looks like TradingView moved my Fibonacci here. Let's just look and see what happened here. Okay. So when we throw up this Fibonacci, measure from this swing high to this swing low, it has been halfway decent on indicating reversals, things like that. We got a nice reversal around the time frame of this time sequence. The bottom really stopped dropping right around this time sequence. We saw a little reversal right around this time sequence on Bitcoin. So hopefully it's a move for the better. I'm still thinking or still hoping that price action can maybe move up through this cloud. It's still possible. Really. I want to look at Bitcoin on the weekly chart. We have not looked at sushi. We'll look at XYO. We'll look at sushi after that. Have you watched Babadook? No. Babadook? I'm not sure what that is. But let me know in the comments. On the weekly, we're still printing this green spinning top. So this is great to see that this is green and that it's still a spinning top. There's still about 4 days left on this candle. So anything can happen. I do think that if the bottom really falls out from here, we'll be testing this $15,519-ish level. If the bottom falls out again, maybe 14,200-ish, somewhere in there. But I'm hoping that we get the rebound here and still keep heading upwards for Bitcoin. Airborne says, end of the year Santa rally. Yeah. Everybody's trying to get some extra money this time of year. Why not play the crypto markets, the gambling machine of the century? We kind of have a little bit of an Elliott wave theory movement. So will this come up and test this 50 moving average at 18? Man, you know what? We could see a little pump. Really, after this first wave up, we saw about 3 days worth of pain. After this next leg up, we're seeing about 3 days worth of pain right now. There's still 21 hours left on this candle. We have to wait and see. So I'd like to see this candle close just above 17K. That's what I want to see. It's possible. Yeah, we're going to look at Rash token for Airborne. But yeah, Bitcoin, you know what? I'm still bullish on it. Let's look at the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin, really, we're pressing up against this 50 moving average. It does appear that on the daily chart, the dominance for Bitcoin could cut through this cloud up to this 200-day moving average. So that would be interesting to see if we get rejected there, and we could see the start of an ascending triangle if we get rejected right along these lines here. And really, we'd be seeing something like this maybe shake out with some sort of trend line like that. So it'll be interesting to see what that is. So let's look at... let's see, XYO. XYO. It's been a long time, I think, since I looked at XYO. Okay. So, looks like I was doing XYO TA somewhere back in this neck of the woods back in May or June. Let's see what was going on. Yeah, I was suggesting that we might try to test this 50 moving average. Price was too far from the Ichimoku cloud. Looks like price just traded sideways towards the Ichimoku cloud and dumped. But nonetheless, let's keep an eye on XYO. XYO, I'm in on it, and it's down bad. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, that sucks, man. I've been there, done that. No good feeling at all. So it looks like it's found a little bit of a floor. When we look at the daily, I mean, it's tested this floor so many times. And I do think that there could kind of be like this descending triangle that is forming. So you might see XYO just kind of trading if it holds this floor at about 0.004, somewhere in there. You might see some tests of this 50 moving average somewhere in here. But I'm hoping that this thing can maybe break out sometime later this month. But if it does fail, let's just look at some downside. I'd be eyeing up 0.0035, even 0.00298 if she starts heading south. If this thing starts going north, I think, the 0.005 or 0.006-ish level might be adequate. Let's look at Ravencoin. We'll check Ravencoin out after sushi. I used to mine Ravencoin, and it's crazy. I don't know what I did with my tokens, unfortunately. I think part of it is just I'm lazy, and I've got to try to find my keys to my wallet. But yeah, I mined that for a while. I didn't mine much. I mean, I mined it for like a month. So I've had no incentive to track all that down. But here it is. Here's Ravencoin. I mean, man, this thing has really taken a beating since March 2021. Back around that time frame really was when the entire crypto markets collapsed. The summer of 2021, it sucked. Man, everything Bitcoin even retraced over 50% in like a week's time. So really, that's not surprising. But when we start to look at like even that November rally, man, Ravencoin was doing terrible. Should have been doing good. So I'm not sure what's going on with this. But right now, it appears that there is some sort of channel that is happening. And this could be one big bear flag. So we could see price maybe head lower on Ravencoin. I wish I had some better news for you. There is a symmetrical triangle squeeze quite possibly happening right now, it appears. So if you see Ravencoin maybe trending down here a little bit more, look for this 97-cent level. If that fails at that 97-cent level, 95 cents, I'd be looking for like this 84-cent, 51-cent, 34-cent, and maybe even the 9-cent. Not trying to scare you with that, but that's if things really head down. But I do think that if this does break to the upside, and we could see stuff as high as like $2. With this trend, I'm not going to speculate on any prices going higher. Let's see here. I'm looking at the comments section here. We got about 9 people in the chat, so I'm probably going to wrap this up here any minute. We are going to look at, this was Sushi Swap. I think I called it Ravencoin. So my bad on that. That was Sushi Swap. Be careful with sushi. I think Sushi Swap had some like bad PR a couple months ago. Allegedly, there was like the CEO of Sushi Swap was like performing a sexual act on a horse or something. That sounds pretty far-fetched to me. But after this bear market, folks, I don't know what to even think. I hope it's not true. I hope it's not true. That's all I'm going to say on that. We can see Raven Coin. Oh, yeah. Thanks, IWYC. No need to send a tip. I appreciate the offer. Okay, so Cut Action says, didn't sushi just run out of money? Okay, it very well could have. I haven't been paying attention to it. My former brother-in-law retired off Sushi Swap, I'm pretty sure. But right now we've got Raven Coin, like I was saying. I mined Raven Coin. It was a sheep. Okay, so I knew it was some sort of barn animal. Oh, that's disgusting. Ick. I hope it's not true. That's really disturbing. But it is what it is. We're seeing a symmetrical blah, 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 blah. Symmetrical triangle squeeze on Raven Coin, folks. I feel like, sleep deprivation is catching up with me. But really, this thing, this is the classic bear pennant. It is what it is. If price on Raven Coin drops, look for this 0.0193-ish level. This is just kind of at the middle of the road. We don't know which way it's going to move. If the markets pick up, it wouldn't surprise me to see Raven hit this 50 moving average around this 0.024-ish level. Maybe even come up to the 0.027-ish level. And we can revisit this one. It's really hanging on to the edge of glory right now. So Raven is what it is. It's a fairly easy mineable coin. You can GPU mine this. So that's pretty sweet. Let's look at ICP here and see what's going on with ICP. And then if there's no more requests in the chat, I think I'm going to wrap it up. So here we have ICP. Really the last week and a half, I've been telling everybody, first I warned everybody of this inverse head and shoulders that happened. And I was telling people, watch out, I want to see $4.50. And we climbed all the way up to $4.61. Met this 50 and we got pushed back. So this is an unfortunate shame. If we see ICP dive down again, I'm really going to be watching this lower trend line here. This is what's called a shift pitchfork. And I think that if we break this level here, we're coming right back down to this $3.54-ish level. Right now, though, we do have some classic Elliott wave theory movement to the upside. I'm hoping that we kind of see this consolidation anywhere from like $4.13 up to like $4.30. Maybe try to squeak out like a cup and handle to continue this next leg up or something like that. But on the daily, we got a bearish engulfing candle. It's never really a good thing to be seen. It just is what it is. Let's just look at this on like a 4-hour chart. Here we go. You can kind of see that there is some sort of this looks like some sort of descending triangle that might be forming here. We'll have to wait and see what happens. There could be some sort of symmetrical triangle that forms out of this. And really, on this 4-hour chart, easy, plain as day, Elliott wave theory to the upside. No doubts in my mind. I mean, it just is what it is. So I think right now we got an ABC. We might see the price come up and test this 50 moving average. If that happens, that'll be at about the $4.26 level. If it fails, prepare to maybe come back down and test this 200 moving average right about the $4.10 level. Just my guess. So it is what it is. I think that, right now we are nearing the completion of this corrective wave. And really, folks, look at this. I got to show something to you. I've got to show something to you. This is incredible. I just caught on to this right now. You know, the one thing that will make you a solid trader when you're looking at charts and things like that, I'm just going to talk to you guys here. So the number one thing that you can do to improve your chart skills when you're looking at all these charts is to look for common patterns, bearish, bullish. I want you guys to look for ascending, descending triangles, symmetrical triangles. I want you guys to look up, you know, bear and bull flags, bear and bull pennants. I want you guys to look at Elliott wave theory. I want you guys to look at inverse head and shoulders, double tops, triple tops. You know, the more of this stuff that you can actually understand and see on these charts, the better off it is that you're going to be doing. And really, the thing that will separate you from everything, you know, all these other traders is your ability to forward think and see some of this stuff before other people see it. So really, I mean, you know what? This isn't guaranteed. But I am kind of seeing that maybe there could be some sort of possibility for a little cup and handle that is forming here. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I wish that ICP would have held this upper channel here. Man, I really wish that it would have worked out. You know, so I don't know, guys. I don't know what to tell you. There could be a bigger inverse head and shoulders pattern coming. I mean, look at this as a possibility. Let's just say, well, there's really... I was going to say there could have been a there could have been a head and shoulder inverse head and shoulders pattern here, but really we don't have a clearly defined neckline to this left starting point. So it is what it is, folks, and you know, we'll just have to wait and see. But I do appreciate, you know, everybody being here tonight and hanging out. I'm going to try and get back to some more regular videos on the ICP ecosystem, CKB, things like that. And yeah, I hope you guys all have a wonderful night. Thanks for spending your time here with me. We'll see you guys all on the next video.